So I like to end up going in and out, and then I can just pick it up and work from one side. And so I always like to go from the middle of your bag.
Right.
So then if you set it so they're both the same, and then put the needles always in about the same spot on the quilt. So if you get a good eye for like a 1/2 inch and you use that as your guide, then your quilt will always be straight, because even if you had your...
Okay, is this the top or is this the bottom?
This is the bottom. This is the bottom.
Okay.
You only have to pin the bottom to the leader, because when you do the top, you can baste it on to the backing and if you're doing a big quilt, it might be nice if you put the needles, a couple of them, close on the corners. I mean, you don't have to. I'm doing this a lot closer. They're probably good about 5-6 inches apart.
So is it easier to do it on the frame or off the frame? Pin
On the frame.
on the frame?
I mean, there's these red snappers, they call them, that you can put it inside of this and then just, what do they call it? Snap them on.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy that cut that did a bad job.
Looks perfect to me.
No, because you're going in like this. This side looks really good, but this side goes in and out. So since I ended up winding it up, now this would be the middle of the quilt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now I just do the same thing to this side, but then I go out straight from mine to that. And I know there's people that swear by those red snappers, that they're real easy, but they got younger bones than I do. And you can not accuse me of ever bending a needle. Because that last one bent pretty bad. There's nothing in my mouth.
You're out.
Good call. Okay, so now if we go back to
Oh, I wondered how that was going to work.
so now, since we wound it up one way, now we're actually, it's nice and straight because we have got it. And yeah, if this didn't have this, it's going to actually be a little bigger on the side. There we are. Uh-oh. So this kind of hung up and I ripped my... Now this is your top. And like the other one, you just put it from the middle. So you have your space. Ooh. There we go. So your daughter's sew?
No. No. I
Yeah.
didn't start till I was probably 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, our 5-year-old worked on her quilt, didn't work on her quilt, then all at once, oh, I got to get that quilt done because Grandma wasn't helping her. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it for you. Then all at once it was important to get it done. So, yeah, 5, 7, all made a quilt already. I did a lot of quilts of valor that were done by a quilt group, and then I long-armed them for them because, yeah, I wasn't going to do that. They did nice work, but, yeah, they had a quilt show going, and it was getting close. Did some quilt shop hopping, and I said, you know, if you need any help with that, at the one store that was quilting them for them. Next thing you know, they reached out, and I did them. Okay, so now we've got that one done. We just give it a little tug this way. Well, you got a lot of practice to do. It's not that even on this thing.
Well, I wonder why.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
It probably matches up to this end.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
So
Okay.
where do you hook that to?
Well, that's when you end up putting your batting underneath this. So if we just fold it to get out of our way. So we put our batting right here. And we're not going to pull on one spot to get it stretched out of shape. Leave it alone. Yeah, and if you wait, some stores actually have their batting going on sale, and then you get it by the rolls.
Yeah.
You can just get like galvanized pipe for electrical, and then just put a couple pieces of wooden leg, and you can set it in there and have it just, and those rolls that they come on, you can roll this up, and then all you have to do is take it and drop it right between your quilt top, and now it's on the floor in between you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just take your top back up, put that we don't want to get the top, we just want the bottom, and we don't want it tight, we just want it taut, just so it's not bouncing when the machine goes across it. Let's see how much this one goes. Yeah. Got to wake it up. With this machine, we are going to base stitch. So we'll change that to like, yeah, let's go 5 stitches per inch. Yeah, that would work. And then we do the horizontal lock. And you see the machine wiggle?
Mm-hmm.
Now we can't pull it this way. That's it for that. So we got to turn it to green. Oh, we got to go up and down, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
You knew that. I know, I was just testing you. And so what I did is I let the thread go down in there because we hadn't picked it up from,
Right.
and if we'd have started stitching, it'd have been pulling through the top. So what I like to do is just put even pressure on it. The machine has got that table on the top. So when I turn it to green, now I'm not pulling on it, so the bottom thread's going to be right. Yeah, that looks good. I'll go 2 times then, fine, be that way. I may have missed one thread there. Side leaders, we put this extra fabric alongside of the quilt, and you want to grab your bottom and your batting, and then when you put your straps on, the base of your machine doesn't hit the edge with
For your clamps?
your clamps.
Sure.
And so when you go to make your frame space, it's easy to get beyond your quilt on each side. Remembering not to have your tension too tight